Another important thing to note is that political scientists have looked at the professionalism of a state legislature. And basically, there's two main types of legislatures. A professional legislature is one in which the job is considered a professional, full-time, paid job with staff. A citizen legislature, on the other hand, encourages citizens to run for office. So it encourages basically anyone who wants to run and be part of that legislature. Obviously, in a citizen legislature, it's easier for newcomers to get in, so it would be easier for women to enter citizen legislatures. On the other hand, a professional legislature is a more powerful, more prestigious institution. Anyway, what you can see in New England is we have a strong tradition, because of our tradition of direct democracy, a strong tradition of citizen legislatures, and so that may be part of the explanation for why we're better than national average there. Another interesting thing from political science is the concept of a critical mass. Generally, it's believed that at some point when a legislature or anybody has between 10 and 25% women, or any other new group, but we're looking at women here, that group, at that point, each individual woman no longer sees herself as a token, but rather as a member of a group and feels more comfortable acting in that legislature or whatever body we might be talking about. And what's interesting is there's sort of two different theories. One is that as women become this critical mass, they will then start to pursue policies that are favorable to women. And another theory says kind of the opposite, that as there are more women in a legislature, an individual woman may say, okay, you know, when I was the only one, it was really my duty and obligation to represent women, but now there's other women out there, and maybe I can spend some time on some other issues that may be of importance to me. So that's something that political science has pointed out, but as you'll find in a lot of this, there's more questions than answers. Another very, very important point is the concept of the pipeline. In order to become, say, President of the United States, you generally have to come from having been elected governor. In order to be elected governor or other statewide office, you generally have had to have served in the state legislature. In order to have been elected in the state legislature, you generally have to have been elected at a municipal office. In order to be elected in a municipal office, you generally have to have served on a local board, and in order to have done that, you generally have to have volunteered in party or civic or other work. So the whole point is that women are entering the pipeline slowly, and it's taking a long time for them to move upwards. The other point is the fact that New England is very low in terms of women in municipal offices means that there are not women in the pipeline to be president, for example, or any of the other offices along the way. So that's a very important concept that we need to look at.